are starting in the interior of the car. I'm gonna go ahead and put the key in so I can show you switches and all that crap. You got the little key insert right there. That bitch is just my radar detector, which half the time isn't even accurate. So here we have the steering wheel. It's a really nice feeling steering wheel for an OEM steering wheel. From a distance, it kind of looks like a performance steering wheel. And by performance, I mean like the car was made to be sporty, if you know what I mean. Like, that's what the steering wheel kind of feels like, looks like from a distance. Up close, looks like any kind of neon steering wheel, but yeah, that's the steering wheel. Over here on the door, we have the window lock, manual window lock. You go down to lock the doors. That's awkward. It usually works. Let's try this one over here. Is it already locked? Am I just fucking retarded? No, it just doesn't want to lock. But yeah, you push down the lock. Actually, if it's unlocked, I can probably lock it over here now. Okay. It did that on my old Neon too, so maybe it's some feature I don't know about, but yep, that's how you lock it and up to unlock. Got the door handle here. As you can see, mine's kind of wearing out, this little silver plastic here, which actually kind of gave the Neon a little bit of a premium feel, just a little bit. Now you have those plastic black ones on the SXTs, SEs. On here you got these nice silver ones. It's a little premium-ish, not too premium, but yeah. Here you have the windows. You'd normally, you know how to operate windows, I hope. Mine's a little funked up, and you have to go up to roll the window down on the driver's side. And you put it down to roll the window up. But that's just my car. It might be yours too, but it's just my car. I don't know how. I have a feeling it was the previous owner who kind of fucked something up in the wiring. I don't know. This one's normal, you know. Down to go down on the passenger side. Up to go up. Yeet. Here you have the mirror controls. So you just push this little button L for the left mirror, or the driver's mirror. And you use this little kind of D-pad looking thing to move the actual mirrors. You know, right for the passenger side. Basic stuff. And then you put it back in the center, so it pretty much doesn't do anything. It's about it for the door, I guess. You got a speaker down there, whatever. You have this pocket for your knives and shit, I don't know. It's where you grab the door to open it, or if you're me, you just kind of do that. But yeah, that's the door. Here you have some vents for the AC and heater. Here you have the horn and airbag. Let me hear. You want to hear the horn? I know Sob Kyle in his video showed the horn. There's the horn. Haha. We're gonna go into the dials here, if I can just... I did that just to move the damn wheel. On the far left here, you have coolant temperature. And on the SRT-4s, there's actual numbers on the dial, as compared to the SXTs and SEs. They just had the little colors and the bars and shit. Also on the SRT-4, you can see this nice, we'll call it SRT font. I don't know the actual font name, but it's what SRT did on their cars, and it looks really nice. It really makes it feel premium. Here in the, I'll call it center left, you have the speedometer. It goes from 0 to 160 miles per hour. And these little bars in between the big numbers. Right here, let me, right here, that would be 150, this would be 130, this would be 110. Now I hope you don't really need me to point that out for you, but in case you do, there you go. You also have kilometers marked out in the gray numbers there. So if you happen to have an imported car, there you go. Down here, also in silver, you can see what's called Performance Vehicle Operations, PVO. That's what the company was called, SRT, before they renamed the SRT. They were called Performance Vehicle Operations. And then in 2004, they renamed themselves SRT. So, just a little fun fact there. Here you have, or center right, you have the tachometer. Tachometer? Is that what it's called? Whatever, the RPM gauge. Goes from 0 RPMs at 6,000 RPM. Typically, RPMs, red lines at 6,000 RPM. Typically I can get it between like 61, 6200. I can just sneak it in there, but yeah. Also, this tach gauge looks so good at night with the red line. I don't know if you can see it there, but the red line lights up and it looks so good at night. It looks so cool. Also, these blue LEDs are not OEM. I put these in myself just because my OEM ones were going out. But it looks so good, and I love it. Down here you can see premium unleaded fuel only. So yes, SRT wants you to fill this bitch up with 91 or 93 if you have it. We don't have 93 here typically. Far right, you have the fuel gauge. You have 0 out of 1, 1 out of 2, 1 out of 1. It's actually kind of humorous every time I look at it. It just kind of made me laugh when I first saw it. I was like, wow, that's kind of funny. 0 out of 1. How great. Here you have the hazard lights, which turns on the hazards. Into the complicated part of the knobs and shit. Here you have the headlight and not windshield wiper. What the fuck is that thing that you do when you're about to turn? Ah, signal. The headlight and the signal, as well as the interior lighting. So here you just turn the knob 1 to turn on the parking lights, which is just the orange bulbs in the front, and also the taillights will turn on. One more notch will turn on the actual headlights. Oh shit, you can't. Just take my word for it, okay? And then you actually pull this out to turn on the fog lights. And when you turn on the fog lights, you'll see that little green icon on there for the fog lights. Pull the switch back like this, and you'll obviously get the brights. Now that's just basic on pretty much every single car. Here you have actually with the interior lighting. So if you put this all the way up, it'll turn on this light constantly on. You put it down 1, it'll make it so the light only turns on when you open the door, and it will turn back off a few seconds after you close it. I keep it on that setting because that's just kind of the basic setting that everybody keeps it on, I hope. One more down. Oh shit. One more down. Does the same thing. It just keeps the light on slightly longer. Slightly longer. And when you get into here, this has nothing to do with the gauge. Or not the gauge, the light up here. When you get into these little, this, I don't know what to call that little ramp. This turns up or down the brightness of the LEDs for the cluster, if you can see that. Oh, I just turned on the dome light. You see that? I hope you see that. But yeah. Here, the signals. Oh shit. Hang on. Highly unprepared for this. Oh, yeah, turn it. Shut the fuck up. Signal. Up for right signal. Down for left signal. Basic stuff for pretty much every single car. Over here, you have the OEM boost gauge, which goes up to 15 psi. I'm probably going to be cranking this thing up to about 18 pounds when I get my tuner, because that's just about how much the stock motor can handle. So, yeah, but it goes up to 15 on the gauge, unless it goes up to 20. Maybe it goes up to 20. Yeah, it does go up to 20. It just doesn't want to light it up for some reason. Why? But, yeah, this still has the OEM light in it. I didn't switch out the blue LED in there because it wasn't really going out. Although now I think I'm going to, because it doesn't really match the blue LEDs, you know? Yeah. But, oh, I almost forgot about this column right here. This is the windshield wipers. You put it up for slow, up again for faster, up again for faster, and that's about as fast as it'll go. You pull it down once for just one quick wipe. You could put it on like that, and then you can turn this on. This is the wiper fluid. I don't have any in there currently, or my line is broken, so I don't really care if it's on. But yeah, that'll also briefly speed up the wipers on slow speed, and if you turn it like all the way up here, it'll go a little faster. But yeah, I don't have my wiper fluid, so it's not gonna come out. That's that column right there. Let's go into the HVAC here. You have a vent. This controls heat, or if you want AC. This controls where the air is coming from. So you have directly to your face from these things. You have to your face and your feet from these things, and some vents under there. You have only to your feet. This actually is defroster, that little logo there, and your feet, so it'll blow hot air to your feet. And this little vent up here that will defrost your window for the winter. And right here you just have defroster, so this will only activate this vent right up here. Here you have temperature, hot, medium, cold, done. Here you have, I still don't really know what this means, I'll be honest with you. My dad told me that it was like air from outside and then like circulated air from inside, I guess, if that makes sense to you guys. Here you have where the stereo would be. Mine's aftermarket, but this is where it would be. And it would have like buttons down here to change your favorite station and shit like that. Here you have the cigarette lighter, which is currently taken up by my cigarette lighter adapter for all my fucking car accessories. And I got my LEDs down here, and I also have my radar detector, so yeah. Here you have the rear window defroster. Turn that on to defrost the rear windows over there. I don't need that. But down here you actually have the OEM CD player, if you can see it. Yep, that bitch is still in there. Pretty cool if you ask me. 2 cup holders, OEM, whatever this is down here, OEM. Whatever this is in here, it's just like some little storage tray, OEM. Here you have the shift knob, OEM. Mine's a little fucked up on the placement, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 R. And yeah, mine's like sideways for some reason. And when I try and center it, it won't be like planted, so it's just... Actually, I don't think this is OEM now that I think about it. I think this might be aftermarket because it shouldn't be screwing like that. I believe the OEM one just kind of pulled off. So this might not be OEM. It's got like a bracket or something. I don't know. Well, shit, I'm glad I figured that out. I'll have to see what's going on with that, and I'll have to fix it. Holy fuck, this bitch takes forever to screw in. Oh my god. Okay, I got it. Shift boot, OEM. That I do know is OEM. Another cup holder. Here you have the center console. Mine's got a little fucking hole in here. And you got all your shit in there. You also got a cup holder back here for your passengers if they so choose. You can open that shit up. Here you have the parking brake. Basic ass parking brake. Moving over to the passenger side, you have an airbag right here. You have more vents over there, pretty much symmetrical to the vents over there. Same door stuff as this door over here, so I'm not going to explain that shit. Center console. Got all your shit in there. This is what the owner's manual looks like. You could tell this thing's a little worn, but I'm glad I still have it. So that's a bonus. At least I still have it. At least it's not missing. Monthly auto sense. Ah, shit, I dropped it. Monthly auto sense. These things smell really good. You guys should go check them out. They send you scents monthly. And I got fresh air up right now, so just a whatever, doesn't matter. But just a quick little shout out to them. Rear view mirror. I'm purposely hiding my face because I'm fucking gross, but. And then also down here you have this little button. This activates mirror lights as well as on this side. And here you have my garage door opener, and then you also have sun visor. Now to block the sun with a mirror. Don't believe this side has a mirror. Oh, it does. It just doesn't slide. Pop out just like that. Shit, mine does it a little too easily. Doesn't like grip very well. As well as this one. Pop out. No, whatever. Basic stuff. That just about does it for the interior. Going back to the rear seats, these things are actually quite usable. You know, I'm about 6'3" and I can comfortably fit back here. You know, I got plenty of headroom. It's nice. I think you guys might have just saw me in the mirror. I hope not. I'll show you the trunk too, I guess. Oh, come here, keys. Oh, shit. Oh, those are the pedals down there, by the way. You got your gas, brake, clutch, you know. Prepare to see a fucking disaster, though, because my trunk is a disaster. That's the trunk. If you were lucky enough to have a model that came with a sub, it would be right in this corner here. It comes with a kicker subwoofer. Mine did not come with a sub. However, Chrysler was nice enough to implement a nice little connection behind this little cloth plastic, cover. It's a connection that all SRT-4s have, and if you find one of these subwoofers, on Craigslist or whatever, you can just connect it right in. Like, it's the definition of plug and play for a subwoofer. So that was nice of them. That just about does it for the car. Yep, that's about it. I have to get home and get ready for work, and I'm also going to upload this video. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you want more SRT-4 content, go ahead and subscribe to me. I do post videos semi-often, say like maybe once every 2 or 3 days. I don't know. So it takes me some time to come up with what I should do. But yeah, if you love SRT-4s, go ahead and subscribe. And I'll see you guys some other time. Maybe in the next couple days. Peace.